Hey, what is going on, everybody? And I've debated about making this video, and this might sound like a waste of time, but I feel like I have to get this off my chest and discuss this because I'm a little bugged by this whole situation. So, all right, just to provide some backstory here. I made a video a few days ago basically discussing the fact that the upcoming Uncharted Remastered Collection that's going to be on PlayStation 4 is not going to have the multiplayer of Uncharted 2 and 3. And a lot of people were upset by this news. And my first thought about this news was, I don't see why this is such a huge deal. Now, when I say that, that's not me saying, you don't have the right to be upset about this issue, and you don't have the right to have an opinion on this issue that you want this multiplayer. I was just merely saying that I don't see why this is such a huge deal as it is, and I don't see why we have to get bent out of shape over this. Here, I'll paint a picture for you to give you a better idea of what I'm talking about. You imagine two people arguing. They're just facing each other and they're arguing about a topic. And then they're surrounded by a sea of people. And then in that sea of people, you see one person speak up and go, hey guys, calm down. Calm down. This is not a big deal. We need to calm down here. We need to take this down a notch. To me, I'm that person. And I was that person in that situation. I did not make that video to basically tell anyone they're not allowed to have their own opinion on this issue. I did not make that video to say that it was right that either Sony or Blue Point Games, whoever made the decision to not include the multiplayer in the Uncharted collection, I did not make the video to say that they were right in doing that. I was just merely speaking from an outsider's perspective on this situation because to me, it isn't that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things. And there's a lot of things people don't think about when thinking about the gaming industry in general. Like, for example, was it cost effective to put the multiplayer in the Uncharted 2 and 3 remaster? Because I guarantee you this. This is the gaming industry. And at the end of the day, these companies, these developers, they want to make money. If they knew they would make money for whatever reason on putting multiplayer in this game, whether it's going to increase more sales of people buying the collection, or they're going to get increased sales based on the activity of the multiplayer, I don't really know. But I can almost guarantee that if they knew it would make them a profit and make them money, they would have put in the multiplayer. But I guess for some reason, they felt like it was not worth it to them to put the multiplayer in there. Now, whether or not they did not want to do it for money reasons, or whether or not that they did it because they wanted to be more focused on the actual single-player campaigns of the game and make them the best they possibly can when remastering it. Because whether people want to admit it or not, Uncharted single player is the selling point of the franchise, and it always has been. I mean, that's what the selling point of the franchise is. So whatever the reason, just the whole point of my video was to say that it's not a big deal, and we need to think about things that nobody seems to think about. And it's very disappointing when people watch that video and they misconstrue that as you're disrespecting my opinion. You're saying I am not allowed to have this opinion, and you're just simply damage controlling for Sony or Bluepoint or whoever. It's funny, people seem to throw around these terms that I guess because they hear it constantly, they feel like they know what the term means. I wasn't damage controlling a damn thing. I was just merely saying it's not a big deal. I can understand your frustrations with not having this multiplayer. I can definitely understand that. I just don't think this is a big deal that we need to be getting super upset about. That's merely all it was. And then giving you examples of why they may not have included it and just coming at you from a different perspective. That's not damage control. Because in order to damage control something, I have to be on a side of the argument. And I'm not on the side of the argument. Because if the multiplayer was included, that would be fine with me as well. It would. So, it's disappointing when you work hard, excuse me, to make a video like that, and then it still gets crapped on. Now, I know you're probably hearing this right now, and you're probably shaking your head going, what the hell is this guy talking about? Why does he sound pathetic? Why is he saying stuff like putting hard work into this and just making this sound like it's a big deal? Because honestly, I pride myself on trying to make the most optimistic, unbiased, impartial videos that I can make. Because in my opinion, even when I make opinionated videos, I still do my best to try to look at all points of view and put all points of view in a video I make. That's why when you've probably heard past commentaries I've made, I constantly either repeat myself or I try to go, okay, I understand this, but, or I understand this, but. Just stuff like that. And I pride myself on that because when I first started doing gaming commentaries on this channel, I actually had a goal. Because when I looked at a lot of other gaming channels in this community, I see mostly the same stuff. It's these channels that, ironically, some of them actually do actual damage control. But most of these channels basically do one thing. They give their opinion on an issue, and they leave it at that. A lot of these channels just simply give their opinion. They don't look at other points of view, and a lot of them don't even engage in discussion with people who comment on their videos. And I saw that, and I'm like, you know what? We need to have more channels that actively engage with people watching the videos, that actively try to look at other people's points of view and come at topics with different perspectives that nobody seems to think about. And that's what I wanted to do. That was my goal. And I might sound selfish when I say this, but I felt I've done a really good job at trying to make videos like that. And because of that, it's a lot harder for me to make videos than the average person, because sometimes I sit in this chair right now, that I'm sitting in right now, talking into this microphone that you're hearing me talking to right now. And sometimes I sit here for hours and hours just making one simple 8-10 minute video. Because there's so many things that swirl in my head when thinking about what to say. Coming at everything from a different point of view, thinking about all other people's opinions and point of views, thinking about all the little facts that I have to remember. And I tell you, sometimes I make a video and then there's one thing I forgot to say. It bugs me. It really bugs me. And sometimes I literally scrap the entire thing that I'm working on because of that one little thing. And it can be stressful sometimes because a lot of times I don't plan to sit here for hours and hours making these videos. Sometimes I plan to sit here and go, okay, I'll spend maybe half an hour on this one video and then just leave it at that because I want to make a video for today. And then I end up sitting here for a few hours more than I thought I would. Because I pride myself on trying to make the best possible videos I can make. Because I like making videos. I like doing stuff like this. I like being constructive. It makes me feel better about myself that I'm doing something constructive like this. And see, it doesn't matter to me if I get many subs or many views on a video. I just try to make entertaining content, not just for people who might find it entertaining, but for me as well. And I like trying to contribute positively to a community that, in my opinion, needs more positive contributions. And it's just disappointing when people look at a video like the Uncharted video that I made that wasn't attacking anybody at all whatsoever, and they still see it as an attack on them and their opinions. And then they have to come at me and accuse me of stuff and, quite frankly, lecture me and disrespect me. It's disappointing. And I'll be honest, the more I've thought about it the past few days after I made that video, I'm starting to wonder if it really isn't worth it. If it really isn't worth it trying to come at all these angles from different points of view and all that stuff. You know, maybe that's not what people want. Maybe what people want is to hear their opinions parroted, or just to hear someone's opinion and then that's it. Maybe that's what they want, because all these other gaming channels, that seems to be what they do, and people seem to enjoy those channels. So, I don't know. I mean, this might sound pathetic to you, but it's just something I'm thinking about. You know, maybe it's just not worth me putting all this time and stress into trying to make these type of videos that I make where I look at all these different points of view and stuff like that. Maybe I should just simply, just from now on, just give you my opinion and then just leave it at that and then move on. Maybe I should just start doing that. I don't know. It's just something I'm thinking about, and it's kind of bugging me, because I'm very disappointed that people took that video I made that wasn't attacking anybody and just made it seem like I was attacking people when I wasn't. So, you know what? Before I sign off here for this video, I'm just going to say one thing. And I'm going to try and be as respectful as I can. If you disagree with the opinion I have, that is perfectly fine. That is perfectly okay. I welcome constructive criticism. I welcome disagreement. Because every community needs people that disagree with others' opinions. That's what makes a healthy community. Hell, if you even want to thumbs down the video, you're more than welcome to do so. You're more than welcome to do so. But if you're going to commit me and attack me and basically disrespect me and misinterpret what I'm saying, even when I'm explaining it to you in the best way I possibly can, that I'm not attacking, if you're going to commit me that way, honestly, you're just wasting your time, because I'm really not going to engage in that kind of stuff anymore. Because to me, it's just wasting my time. I've kind of felt like that whole situation wasted my time trying to explain the point of view I was trying to convey. Which honestly wasn't entirely my point of view. It was just me coming at the situation with several different points of view. So, I mean, if you're just going to commit me with that kind of disrespect, anybody who's watching this, just please don't do it, because you're wasting your time. I'm not really going to put up with it. But if you want to come at me in a respectful manner, you're more welcome to do so. I don't censor people's opinions. I don't attack people for having a different opinion. I just think people need to be more respectful of each other's opinions in this community. It's something the community needs to work on. And, you know, it's just disappointing. It really is. So, okay, that's it. Sorry if you felt like, if any of you watched this whole way through, if you feel like I wasted your time. My apologies for that. It's just, this has been bugging me, and I felt like I had to vent about this and get this off my chest. And if you felt like I've been whining about this whole thing, you know what? That's fine. I just felt like I had to vent about this, and you know what? This is my YouTube channel, and if I feel like venting about something, I think I should be allowed to do so on my channel here. So, alright. I will talk to you all later. Until next time.